Mama Grace stood frozen. The elderly woman at the gate tightened her grip on the old suitcase. "Grace," she whispered. "May I come in?" Daniel looked confused. "Mama, who is she?" Mama Grace took a deep breath. "This is Beatrice, your grandmother." Daniel's eyes widened. "The grandmother have never met?" Beatrice nodded sadly. "I don't deserve to be called that." Zara quickly led Daniel inside, giving the two women a chance to talk. For a long moment, neither of them spoke. Finally, Beatrice broke the silence. "I came because my doctor told me I don't have much time left." Mama Grace's face remained cold. "And I don't want to leave this world carrying the guilt of how I treated you." Mama Grace laughed bitterly. "Guilt? Do you remember what you did to me?" "I remember. You have criticized my cooking." "I did. You embarrassed me in front of visitors." "I did. You made me feel like I wasn't good enough for your son." Tears rolled down Beatrice's cheeks. "I know." Mama Grace's voice cracked. "I cried every night because of you." The old woman lowered her head. "I'm sorry." Inside the house, Daniel quickly asked Zara, "Now I understand." "Understand what?" "My mother wasn't born this way." Zara nodded. "Sometimes people who were hurt end up hating others." Daniel sighed. "I wish she had told me." That evening, Mama Grace sat alone outside watching the sunset. For the first time, she saw her own reflection in Beatrice. She remembered criticizing Zara's cooking. She remembered making Zara wash dishes. She remembered trying to chase her away. Suddenly, she whispered, "Oh no, I became just like her." The next morning, Zara arrived carrying fresh bread and fruits. She smiled as always. "Good morning, Mama." Instead of answering, Mama Grace stood up. She walked towards Zara. Then, she hugged her tightly. "I'm sorry." Zara smiled gently. "For what?" "For treating you the way I was treated. For trying to control your life. For making you earn a place that should have been given with love." Zara hugged her back. "I forgive you." Just then, Daniel walked outside. He stopped in surprise. "Wait, are my eyes working?" Mama Grace laughed. "They are." Daniel smiled. "I have been praying for this day." That afternoon, Mama Grace walked back to the gate where Beatrice was waiting. "Have thought about everything." Beatrice slowly stood up. "I cannot erase the pain I caused." "No, but I hope one day you will forgive me." Mama Grace looked into her eyes. "I carried this anger for 25 years. She paused. "And I almost destroyed another young woman's happiness." Tears filled both women's eyes. "I forgive you." Beatrice burst into tears. The two women embraced while Daniel and Zara watched from the porch. Weeks later, Daniel invited everyone to a family gathering. As everyone laughed and shared a meal, Daniel stood up holding a small ring box. "Zara," she covered her mouth, "you have brought peace back into this family." He knelt on the knee. "Will you marry me?" With tears of joy, Zara replied, "Yes." Everyone cheered. Mama Grace was the loudest. Months later, the village gathered for the wedding. Music filled the air. Children dancing, neighbors celebrated. As Zara walked down the aisle, Mama Grace wiped away tears. When the ceremony ended, She stood before the guests. I spent years believing no woman was good enough for my son. She smiled at Zara. But I was wrong. The problem was never the young woman. The problem was the pain I refused to heal. She took Zara's hand. Today I don't only gain a daughter-in-law. I gained a daughter. The guests erupted in applause. From that day on, Mama Grace became known throughout the village, not as the woman who chased away every bride, but as the woman who broke a family curse with forgiveness, humility, and love. The end. If you enjoyed this story, guys, please make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share. Okay? Bye!